Rain falls differently after midnight. The city becomes quieter and more honest. Streetlights flicker across empty roads while millions of people sleep inside lives that they never consciously chose. And every morning, the same alarm, the same drive, the same conversations, the same tired smile beneath fluorescent lights, the same routine repeated so many times that it begins to feel like destiny. People stop questioning the cage. Because when a prison becomes familiar, the mind starts calling it home. And most people never wake up. Not because they are incapable, but because awareness is expensive. It costs comfort. It costs certainty. It costs you the illusion that everything is fine. And most people would rather remain distracted than confront the terrifying possibility that they've been living someone else's programming their entire life. The Matrix was never only about the machines. It was about unconscious living. A world where people move through life asleep and mistaking repetition for purpose. They wake up exhausted and work jobs that they hate. They laugh at things that do not amuse them. Things that they don't need. And they chase approval from people who are just as lost as they are. And they call it normal. That is the power of the system. Does not need to force you into obedience. It only needs to keep you busy enough, tired enough, entertained enough that you never stop to ask who you are. Distraction is the modern sedative. A glowing screen in a dark room. A notification in the silence. 1,000 voices filling the mind before your own can rise. Slowly, the self disappears beneath the noise. Most people are not living. They are looping. The same fears, the same excuses, the same patterns, the same quiet dissatisfaction buried beneath another day of survival. But sometimes, usually late at night, when all the distractions are gone and it's just you and your mind and thoughts, something slips through. A feeling, a strange heaviness in the chest, a quiet question that arrives when the world is finally still. Is this really all I am? That question is dangerous because it is the beginning of awakening. Awakening does not feel peaceful at first. It feels like loss. The loss of an illusion. The loss of comfort. The loss of the identity you built just to survive. You begin seeing things you cannot unsee. How much fear shaped you. How much approval controlled you. How much of your life was built around avoiding discomfort. And once you see the pattern, you cannot fully return to sleep. And that is why most people resist truth. Not because truth is complicated, because truth demands responsibility. And responsibility destroys the comfort of blame. But for the few who are willing to see clearly, everything begins there. Not with motivation, not with confidence, not with some dramatic moment of power, but with awareness. The quiet, brutal realization that the life you are living may not be the life you chose. And if that is true, then something in you has to wake up.